Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another video. And today is another Flip the Mind Friday, meaning we're talking about something related to business. And today I'm gonna tell you guys, or teach you guys, how to budget for beginners. Now I know a lot of you out there, maybe you want to do something related to business. I mean, that's why you clicked on the video, right? Or just like watching me, which is also pretty cool. A lot of you guys out there want to know how you can budget for a beginner, let's say with maybe $100, $200, or whatever the amount might be. You want to know, how can I utilize this money to start my own business, to start my own website? And that's what I'm going to show you today. Currently the sun is going down. It's a little bit later, but that's okay. That doesn't affect anything at all. I just want to let you guys know. So if it's pitch black in here by the time I'm done with this video, just understand why. Alright, so the most common question is, what do I need to start my website? What do I need to start my own business and anything that I want to do? How can I do it? Well, there's a couple different ways, right? There isn't just one set in stone way to do it. There's lots of different ways. I mean, there is thousands and hundreds of different ways that you can actually, do all this. But I'm going to kind of give you a guide of what I've done, and then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. And, I'm going to tell you how to do it with the least amount of money, because when I started my business, I didn't want to really spend a lot of money, because I didn't have a lot of money, right? Like I had like $200 to spend, and I'm like, okay, I gotta think strategy. Well, I gotta think strategically. That's the word. I gotta think strategically about what I want to do with the money that I have already. One of the most common questions that I see come up a lot, from other people asking around and stuff, is, where do I start my website? How do I start the business? Well, here's a couple of the things that you can do. There is this website called Wix, alright? There's this website called Wix. There's Shopify. There's Coding in by itself. There's a lot of different website makers out there that you can actually use to make the website in a little bit easier way. Keep in mind, building a website is not easy whatsoever. It is long and it's hard to do, but as long as you know some of the fundamental things that you need for that website, and you kind of know already what you're doing, it should go a lot quicker rather than just jumping into it. Now I'm going to go over those three options of what I just did, and I'm going to tell you the price of them. So first up we have is coding your own website. This is probably for like 0.1% of the people in the entire world, not even, who could even code something remotely like this. Honestly, if you have no knowledge of coding, if you know nothing about coding, I do not recommend this, but you definitely can use coding if you really want to. Another one is Google Website Maker. There is actually a Google Website Maker out there. It's made by Google. You can use it, and you can actually build your own website like that. The only issue that I have with this is, yes, it may be free, but the problem is there's just a lot of funky things with it. There's not a whole lot you can do. You can't set up your own automated things where, like, if someone purchases this, then the shipping automatically gets shipped to them. Like, you can't do any of that. You have to manually do everything, and for them to buy your product, you probably would have to have them email you, and there's a whole bunch of stuff with that. So I wouldn't personally recommend Google Docs or Google whatever, but if you are someone who's looking for something free, that is definitely an option, and it is doable. Or if you just want to practice making a website in general and kind of how you want it to look, the Google one can be your little test subject. Alright, the next one is Wix. Now Wix is another free one, and this is one where you can actually build something. Now what I will say about Wix is that the only thing that I don't really like about Wix is a lot of you have to set up everything yourself. For example, the shipping, there is no thing where you can set an automated shipping thing. Like, you have to manually, like, link everything together. You gotta go to that shipping website and you gotta link it to like your account, and then you have to make sure that all that stuff works, and you don't really know whether or not it works until like it's tested a few times, and it's kind of all over the place. Like I said, the only good thing I would say about Wix is that it's free, right? And if you're someone who's not wanting to spend a lot of money, definitely this is something you can choose 100%. But the next one is, in my opinion, the better option. The next one is Shopify. For those of you who don't know what Shopify is, it's pretty much a website builder that you can build your own business on. You can build whatever you want on there. And this is one that does cost money, okay? So for the first 3 months, it's actually entirely free. There is no money involved. There's nothing you have to do. It's entirely free, which is great. I mean, right? That's awesome. But for the months after that, it is, I'm pretty sure, $30 each month after that. Actually, it might be 40. It's 30 or 40 bucks after that, which to some of you, that might be way too much. But when you think about it, you have 3 months free. 3 months to build a website and get it up and running, right? After you get it up and running, you might have like 2 months left of like promotional time, or maybe you have like a month of promotional time. It's like, think about that. You have a whole month to see if you can try to get $40 in sales. Now, is that going to happen? Not likely. It's not likely to happen within the first month, but you never know. Maybe one of your videos blows up that you post online, or maybe, you know, whatever you post on there just does really well and gets you a bunch of sales. But I would say that Shopify is definitely the best. The only issue is that it does cost money. There's also paid things that you can buy in there. There's like Shopify advanced things that you can also purchase, but you don't really need any of that. I would just say buy the basic plan. You don't need any of the fancy schmancy stuff, especially early on, okay? Trust me, you just don't. So that's everything for the website on how to budget on that. Now, the next one that a lot of people are curious about is, what about the products that I need, right? Let's say you're selling t-shirts. How many t-shirts do I need to buy? Do I need to buy all the t-shirts so I have them? Do I need to buy the boxes, the packaging, the thank you notes, the whatever it might be? And the answer is no, you don't actually have to do that. One of the best websites out there that you can possibly use is one called Printify. Printify is awesome because what it allows you to do is you can upload any of your designs and make your shirt or hoodie or hat right there, right? Now, obviously, it's not, you can't make it really custom made, right? You can't make it 2 colors. You can't put your like own like tag on it or whatever, because it's all stuff that's manufactured by a third-party source, right? But it's a lot cheaper that way, and you don't have to worry about any storage because it automatically gets shipped to them if someone were to like buy from you. I think Printify is a great thing that every beginner should use if you are doing something in that industry. Now, I know it's going to be a lot different for those of you who are trying to sell like necklaces and jewelry. Honestly, if you're going to buy any of that stuff, try to keep it around like maybe $75 of buying stuff, maybe $50 of buying stuff. Don't go hog wild like I did. I made that mistake. I spent $200 on stuff and everything just ended up not working for a different business thing I tried to do. And it all fell. Alright, it all fell down. But this time around, I was a lot more strategic in what I bought, and I spent not nearly as much money for the products that I did last time. But yeah, Printify is awesome. I would say if you are someone who's selling like shirts or you're selling hoodies, I would just buy one of them, like maybe buy one hoodie so you can constantly have it on, so you can constantly be like, you know, promoting it and stuff, and you know, just to do all that kind of stuff. Like, that's going to help you the most, like 100%. Another one is the recording setup. What kind of items do I need to record? What kind of things? Well, it depends. What kind of things do you want to make? If you are someone who wants to create, let's say, YouTube videos, and you're like, oh, well, I don't have like a good computer, and I don't have, you know, a webcam thing, and I don't have a mic, right? And I can see that being a problem for a lot of people. The thing you have to remember is you need to be resourceful with what you have. For example, if you are someone who has a phone, right? For example, I have a phone, right? If you're watching this, you're either on a phone or you're on a laptop, right? You're on one or the other, okay? So if you are someone who has a phone, you can do all these different things. You can do TikTok, you can do YouTube Shorts, you can do Instagram, you can even record like videos on your phone. Like, there's a bunch of different things that you can actually do on your phone. Now, I know posting videos on YouTube might not be as great because, you know, it's kind of hard for people to want to follow you if, you know, the mic quality sounds bad, or if the lighting is terrible, which the lighting right now is kind of trash for me, but it is kind of late. Or if the mic is trash, right? If the mic sounds like crap, or it sounds like then I can completely understand that, right? I can completely understand, and I, you know, understand a lot where you're coming from, because that's how it was for me a long time on YouTube. I used to have a YouTube channel that I used to post a bunch on, and I just used my laptop. I had the laptop camera, I had the laptop mic. Like, I didn't have any of that fancy stuff. I literally just used what was on my computer, and that was pretty much it. So don't worry so much about that. The only use that a laptop has is for the example, like I said, with creating quality YouTube videos. And obviously it would be easier to create designs and edit things on a laptop, but it isn't a necessary thing that you need to start up your business, to get it going. But it definitely would help. But yeah, do not worry about all that fancy schmancy stuff. And like I said, like, you know, I don't even have the best quality things ever, because, you know, it's not like I have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Like, I'm literally just using everything that I had before to really, like, you know, start my own website, start my own business, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Also, you do not need to pay for any type of ad, okay? People who say you need to pay for ads to get your stuff out there, do not do that, okay? If you're someone who wants to drop ship products, that's for another video. Alright, if you're someone who wants to drop ship products, that is for another video. I'm going to go over that in a future video about my honest opinion about drop shipping. But if you are someone who is trying to drop ship, just remember, you need to be very careful with everything that you're trying to do with that, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong, and a lot of things that could lose you a lot of money. So be very careful. Obviously, if you're starting your own business too, you want to be careful, but just make sure with drop shipping, especially since there isn't a whole lot of control. Now, let's say in the future you get all the money that you want, right? Let's say you got all the money that you need, or not all the money that you need, but let's say you just have gotten a lot of money in general, right? So now you have like maybe $1,000, right? You got $1,000. You're like, all right, man, I'm doing good right now. Invest it back into the business for sure. Do not go hog wild, okay? I know it might be tempting. You want to buy your favorite game. You want to buy some candy. You want to buy whatever it may be. And the thing is, you just don't want to do that. And there's a lot of reasons as to why you shouldn't, such as it's going to be bad not only for you because you're going to be losing money, but it's just going to be bad for the business because you no longer are making it better. You're kind of like, here's what you're supposed to do. You start out here, and let's say you start making money. So you start rising and rising and rising. You don't want to have that money just dip and then now you're just, you keep going like this. Like, that's not good. Obviously going like this and then going down is bad. Alright, don't get me wrong, that's bad. But you want it to be like this. You want it to go up, maybe dip down a little, but then you want it to go up and up and up, and then maybe like be at a certain point and then up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that you utilize that money that you have, because once you get money, you can actually spend that on buying ads. You can spend that on buying more clothing to not only promote it, but maybe even do a giveaway. Say, hey, for anybody who's watching this stream, leave a like and subscribe, or whatever it may be. Maybe you're on TikTok, follow the TikTok, like the video, and one of you will be able to win this free hoodie or free shirt. And there's all these different things you can do, and not only will that gain traction on your TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, but that'll make you even like more money on top of that. And that's obviously going to be a good thing for you, because you can invest that into the business and make your business or website even better. And I think that's the beauty of it. I think that's what makes everything about like this whole business industry so fun, is that you can see where your business starts and then you can see where it is at the end. Or not the end, but as it's cruising, right? You can see where it is now since the beginning. And I think that's what makes it like even more enjoyable. But yeah, definitely make sure you have a goal in mind. Maybe write down a couple of ideas of what you want to spend your money on that would help the business and help grow your purpose and help grow everything that you want to do, especially if it's for a good cause. If it's for a good cause and you're just spending all the money on yourself, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's for a good cause, put it all back into the business, put it all back in trying to make it even better, and I promise you that is going to help grow your business or website and just make it even better. But anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you guys leave a like down below. It helps out the channel a lot. Also, thank you to the people who subscribed. We've gained a couple subscribers. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. We're really striving to really get our word out there and grow everything. So thank you everyone who's been tagging along. We are not going to stop. We ain't never gonna stop. Thank you for joining along. As you can see, it is almost pitch black in here, so I gotta wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care and peace.